Hey, what's up? How you doing? This is Eric Walters, and I wanted to discuss today the dangers of payday loans, predatory lending, loan sharks, whatever you want to call it. First, let me also tell you that my allergies are kind of acting up today, so if you can't understand me or I sound a little scratchy, it's because my allergies are kicking my tail. I live in New Mexico. The wind's blowing. There's nothing but sand and dirt blowing everywhere, and it's just killing me. Typical New Mexico springtime weather. But anyways, let's get into payday loans and the dangers of it and how to get yourself out of it. All right, let me tell you a little bit about my experience with payday loans. As some of you probably already know, I used to be in the United States Air Force, and if any of you guys know about the Air Force, not just the Air Force, the military period, we don't get paid as much as we deserve, all right? I'll just put that out there right now. But that's in the past, whatever. So the thing is that when I first got into the military, I went overseas to Japan. I had a lot more steady income being in the military. I'll give that much credit. I had much more steady income. I had sign-up bonuses, all that good stuff. So I was spending money on cars, rims, electronics. You know, they just awesome cars over there. You know, they don't have Lexus and Nissans or Infinitis or stuff like that. And they have crazy cars over there. So I was buying a new car almost every 3 months. Electronics, you name it, it's a lot cheaper over there. So I was just splurging. Spent up all my money, and it got to a point where I needed more money so I could supply my habit of buying cars, rims, and electronics. So what did I do? I got online and looked up payday loans and loan lenders and stuff like that. And that's when the nightmare started. Okay. You know, I didn't care what the APR was, nothing like that. All I cared about was how much are you going to loan me, and where do I sign up. You know, I had, when I was in the military, about almost six loans going at once, which is just ridiculous. You know, pages and pages of paperwork I was trying to feed through the fax machine while I was at my squadron duty station in my flight office. You know, trying to fax over stuff, and it got out of hand. You know, I was using one loan to pay off another loan to get another loan to pay off another loan, which is ridiculous. And I wasn't, you know, initially I wasn't really using that money to pay off my bills. I was using it to support my habits of buying cars and going out and having fun and just doing stupid stuff with it. Until it got to a point where I got in trouble. They contacted my duty station flight commander, and, you know, they said, hey, you know what, so-and-so Walters is Airman Walters is late on his payments. So if you know about the military is very strict when it comes to paying off debts and loans and stuff like that. So, you know, I got a little help from the Air Force Aid Society. They helped me out. They helped me pay off the loans, but I almost got in serious trouble. Okay, fast forward to when I got stationed back in the United States. By this time, overseas, there's no credit. There's really no type of like credit type system over there. If you're in the military, you get what you want, okay? Simple as that. But over here, I kind of forgot that, so I was just buying cars. I started to do the same process over again till I realized, you know what? I'm in trouble, okay? Because it was harder to get loans over here. It was harder to get credit cards. And so it got to the point where I turned to payday loans again. Oh, my God. Like I said, I had like at one point, once again, about almost 10, 12 loans going at once just to pay off each other, pay off and support my habit once again of buying cars and electronics and stuff like that. It got out of hand until finally, you know, I got with a bank that was able to finance me for a loan to pay off and consolidate all of this debt. It was a nightmare, okay? You know, the calls at work, the constant harassments, the letters, I hated it, all right? So if you guys are going through it, I know what you're going through because I've been there, and it's embarrassing, it's stressful, and it's something I wouldn't wish on anyone, okay? But on the bright side, there are ways that you could get out of it, and I wanted to share a few of those ways with you, all right? As you already know, payday loans average anywhere from 100% APR to 400, 500, 600%. It's ridiculous. You should try. When I was stationed in Vegas, you should see the ones in Vegas. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. Because in Vegas, there's people that like to gamble and they get payday loans so they could gamble. It's just a vicious cycle. But the thing is, you don't panic, all right? It's not the end of the world. The thing is, you got to gather yourself and figure out a game plan. So don't panic. There's options out there online. There's people that can help you. So just keep your head on straight. It'll be okay. There's a way out of it, all right? one of the first things to do is to cancel your CPA or continuous payment authorization, because these places get that on your checking account when you first sign up, to where they could draw from your account whenever they want, all right, to pay off the loan. You want to stop that. No, there's nothing illegal about that. The thing is, you want to get a grasp back on your money so you could distribute it out. Excuse me, distribute it out to the loan the way you see fit, because you have other bills to pay. You're not going to pay the payday loan and sacrifice your electric or water bill or gas bill, all right? You want to stop that from happening so they don't take all of your savings or your checking amount out just to pay off the loan, because you will need that to pay your own bills. So stop the CPA or the continuous payment authorization, all right? Figure out how much you owe. You got to get that in writing. Don't just go by what the person over the phone tells you, because they want you to pay as much as possible. You don't want that. You want to figure out how much you owe altogether. Okay, so you could get your hands around what's actually going on, so you could come up with a game plan to pay it off. Set up a payment plan, something realistic. I mean, if you say you're going to do it, do it. That's the thing about it. If the actual loan company sees you're trying to pay it off in faith, they'll work with you a lot more. Don't do something or plan for something you know that you can't really pay off as far as a payment plan. If you can only do $20 this week, tell them that. Don't say, oh, I think I could do $100 or so. No, because they're going to hold that to you. You're going to get in more trouble. You get more penalties. All right. If you can only pay $20 every 2 weeks, let them know that's what you can do. All right. It's better to be honest than to not, so you don't get yourself into your payday loan any deeper. All right. Get a budget. Know how much you can spend and how much you can't. You got to run your budget like companies. Every company that I know of or ever worked with, they have budgets for office supplies, parts, labor, overtime, stuff like that. And you got to hold strict to that so you can hit your annual budget for the year. The same thing is for yourself. You're not really budgeting yourself for profit, but you got to budget yourself for your lifestyle. Okay. And you got to spend within your means. If you don't need Netflix, don't get Netflix. If you don't need beer and alcohol, get that stuff out of here. Okay, it's not worth your lifestyle. All right. If you don't need to go out to the movies or go out to McDonald's for lunchtime, don't do that. Pack your lunch, whatever you got to do. Okay. Raise extra money with the yard sale. Sell something on eBay. I hate saying get a second job, but if you got to do what you got to do to make ends meet, so be it. All right. I would rather try something online, which is a lot easier, and at least you get to stay home with your family instead of being out at a fast food restaurant or Walmart or a convenience mart all times of the night just trying to make ends meet. So get a second job if you have to, but there are options online. Cut expenses. Like I said before, if you don't need Netflix, get rid of Netflix. Every little bit counts, and create a cushion for yourself in the future. Once you dig yourself out and pay off your payday loan, make a cushion so you'll actually have money for emergencies instead of having to borrow from another payday loan agency. All right, because they're predators, they're loan sharks, whatever you want to call them. They're in the business to make money. A lot of times they're in the business for you not to pay off your loan. That's why they like military members so much, because they know that happens with military members, but military members are obligated to pay off that debt. Okay, it's a vicious cycle. You don't want to get yourself into it. I suggest title loans, payday loans, whatever, you stay away from them. So that's why I say create a cushion and cut expenses. All right. But hopefully these tips helped you out. Like I said, if you ever deal with payday loan companies, I know where you've been. I've been through it too. I dug my way out, and I told myself I'll never go back. Okay. But if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, leave comments below, leave feedback. Click on the link below also, and to get more bonus content. If you need help as far as with your finances, or you need a little something extra to make ends meet, you might want to check out the link below, because I have great content for you that'll help you out in your situation no matter what. If you're already in the business, if you're unemployed, whatever, we can help you out. Also, I probably have a link below to my blog, even more content to help you out. Like I said, I'm always open for feedback. Leave comments, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, if you're watching this on YouTube, and definitely click on that link below. If you need a little extra money to pay off payday loans or something like that, you may want to click the link below and check it out, all right, for yourself. But like I said, I appreciate you watching this video. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to what I have to say. This is Eric Walters signing out. Until next time, stay prosperous. We'll see you.